Hi everyone. To all the women who came to the Shakti Sacred Circle last Friday, I really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. We explored the topic of self-judgment, and I know it was a difficult one, more for some of you than for others, but in general it was a difficult one for everybody. And I am very grateful for your willingness and your courage and for showing up. And I just want to remind you a little bit what we did and what would be good to keep practicing at home, to keep exploring and investigating. So once we identified the judge statements that we hear in our mind, we looked at what are the circumstances in which that judgment, that specific judgment appears. And then we also looked at what are the body sensations. Is there an emotion that comes before or after? Like really looking at the structure of how it works. And recognizing that when we were little, we were told, we were conditioned that every negative emotion that came up was wrong. It meant there was something wrong with us. So this is an opportunity for us to see how unconsciously this is still operating. And the more we can slow it all down and catch the judgment and identify the emotion and the body sensations, and the more we can welcome them and just hold them, the more we can start dismantling those structures that have held the need for the judge so strongly. So in our circle we chose one of the statements, but I think it would be very interesting to keep practicing and doing the same process with each of the statements that you wrote on in your journal. And then we also went back and tried to identify what was the belief that we formed when we were little, related to that judgmental voice. And then what we did was we helped each other in small groups to identify the essential quality of the soul that we weren't in touch with when we were little, that would have in a way prevented that belief to form. So what is it that our young self needed to know of her innate qualities before the need to create a false belief arose? And so we all helped each other, and we came up with this mantra. We didn't stop until it resonated very deeply with our young one, until it made her heart sing to know that about herself. So I'd like to remind you can you keep practicing that mantra? Can you take 5 minutes of your time to invite your young self to come here, to sit on your lap, to give her love and support, and to whisper that mantra in her ear? And we do all this, everything I mentioned, we do it with so much awareness and consciousness, being so present, noticing everything that's happening in our bodies, from the tingling in our little finger, you know. It's really bringing awareness to our body sensations, bringing awareness to our body. And the same when we are whispering this mantra to our young self, can we notice what's happening in our bodies? And perhaps you can even imagine that you slip into her body and feel in every cell what she's feeling when she hears that mantra. And she needs to hear it over and over and over again until she knows that is true, that is her innate quality, whatever that is. So yeah, I really can't emphasize enough how important it is to integrate workshops and circles. It's, you know, it's good to have a taste for a couple of hours, but it's the practice and it's the everydayness that can help these things start being embodied and consolidate. Probably we will do more circles around self-judgment. I know this topic has much more depth, but this is a beginning, and just bringing awareness is such a big step already. And the willingness and the prayers that we offer together to ourselves and to each other and to the world, that we want to raise our consciousness, that we want to help raise consciousness in this planet, that we want to get to the bottom of all this conditioning that we carry and free ourselves from it and experience ourselves as free beings. So again, thank you so much for your willingness. Thank you so much for remembering that it's so important to do this work together, supporting each other in a circle. And I'll see you very soon. Our next circle is on Thursday. I'm pretty sure it's 14th of August at Kindle Hill again. But I will keep you updated. Thank you so much. I love you. Don't forget your mantra. So important.